1928, a man working in colonial India discovers something so fundamental that world's biggest laboratories had to stop and listen. No fancy funding, no foreign universities backing him, just pure devotion and the curiosity to the science. And this was none other than Sir C.V. Raman. While returning from the major scientific meetings in Europe in 1921, on his return voyage to the India, Sir Raman was standing on the deck of the ship and watching the deep blue color of the Mediterranean Ocean. He was wondering why the color of the sea is blue. But at that time, there was only one possible explanation for this. The sea reflects the sky. But Sir Raman dismissed it. What truly happens to the light when it passes through the matter? This simple question gave direction to the Raman effect. Then what exactly is a Raman effect? In a substance, there are the molecule, atoms which are continuously vibrating, performing collisions. Raman effect is due to the collision between the photons and the molecules of the material. So when a photon incident on the material or the molecules, it comes back with the same speed, or it comes back either faster or slower than the incident photons. And then this scattering is known as the Raman scattering. Now the question is, why does the light changes? Molecules are performing vibration and collisions even though we cannot see it. Most of the time nothing unusual happens, but sometimes something special does. So when a photon incident on a molecule, sometimes molecule absorbs some of the energy of the photon, and sometimes it gives extra little energy to the photon. Think of it like throwing ball at the wall. It comes back with the same speed. This is normal scattering, or we call it as elastic collisions. But if we throw a ball at the moving swing, it steals some of its energy and comes back either faster or slower, that is with the change energy. Same way, the photon hits the molecule is vibrating. Due to exchange of energy, it comes back with either slower or faster. That's it.
Chandrasekhar Venkat Raman born on 7th November 1888 at Tiruchirappalli in Tamil Nadu. Raman's love for learning nurtured by his parent. His father was lecturer. He passed his matriculation at 11. He passed his first examination of arts at 13. He graduated with BA at 15. He won gold medal in physics and English. He wanted to pursue his research in physics but got rejected. Instead of this, he joined Indian Finance Department in 1907. But he didn't give up on science. In a day he worked at job, and at night he used to do research in ISCS and published many research papers. Sir Raman never earned PhD or studied abroad, a fact that raised eyebrows. When he was appointed as Palette Professor in Calcutta in 1907, some Senate members are protested that he had no PhD and never studied abroad. Nevertheless, Ashutosh Mukherjee arranged DSc in 1921 to satisfy formal requirements. In practice, the lack of PhD did not hinder his career. By the end of his career, Raman held plenty of doctorates.
Sir Raman not only built the discoveries, ideas, but he built the minds. Raman attracted and trained many talented students and collaborators. His first notable research student was K.S. Krishnan, who co-discovered Raman Effect in 1928. Raman did acknowledge the assistance given by K.S. Krishnan and Venkateswaran. He once even postponed receiving India's highest civilian award, Bharat Ratna, to supervise a student finishing PhD thesis, writing President Prasad that his duty as a teacher has to take precedence. Sir Raman was a passionate Indian patriot and nationalist in his own way. He believed that his own contribution to nation was through knowledge, not protest. In essence, Raman's politics were simple. India must think for itself, science should be free, national pride must be built on intellect, not imitations.
In February 1928, Raman along with Krishnan announced shifted frequency of light scattering in India. Within a week, he had a letter in Nature, The Color of the Sea, and by 1928, a full paper of Indian journal reporting Raman effect.
Beyond his big achievements, Raman's characters and values shine through many anecdotes. He even treated students and labels with dignity.
Sir C.V. Raman was an outspoken advocate of social reforms. In 1932, he declared that any patriot must insist on highest education for women in India. No nation of which one has sunk in ignorance could ever hope to rise.
Biographers note that Sir Raman saw beauty and science as one. His love for music, color symmetry was a result of great appreciation of beauty in nature. He pursued science as a form of great goddess nature.
For this groundbreaking discovery of Raman effect, Sir C.V. Raman was awarded with the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1930, which makes him the first Asian man to receive the Nobel Prize in Science.
C.V. Raman's life conveyed one simple thing: think independently, observe honestly, build knowledge where you stand.
He proved that science does not belong to the countries with money and power. It belongs to those who are curious enough to question it and verify it.
On 28 February 1928, his discovery of the Raman effect showed world that India could produce original world-class science from its own laboratories.
That's why we celebrate 28 February as a National Science Day to honor the spirit of independent thinking that C.V. Raman stood for throughout his life.